Hello and welcome to Diagnostic Question of the Week number 15 with me, Craig Barton. In this series of videos, each week I pick out a question that has been uploaded to my Diagnostic Questions website and we analyse it in terms of the answers students have given, but far more importantly, the explanations students have given for those answers, as a way to help us identify the misconceptions and troubles students may have with a given topic. Now this week I've chosen to go for an algebra question with a bit of a twist. So first let's find that question. So I'm just on the questions page and I'm going to go into maths and then I'm going to take a look at algebra and then I think I'll go for expanding brackets and then I fancy a bit of expanding double brackets, and there's loads of questions available, but the one I've got my eye on is this classic here. What is the area of the following shape? Now at this stage you might want to pause the video and have a go at the question yourself, but more importantly you might want to think, what do you reckon the most popular incorrect answer given is, and what are the reasons students give for that incorrect answer? And when you're ready, just unclick the pause and we can crack on. Okay, welcome back. So here we are on the question page itself, but I want some data on this question. So I'm just going to scroll down, I'm going to click to this statistics tab. And that tells me straight away that the correct answer, B, has been got 65% of the time, and the two most other popular answers are C and A. But that doesn't tell me too much. I want to know exactly what's going on here. So let's see more data on this question. Now straight away, by default, this takes you to all the correct reasons for the correct answer that have been given. So the correct answer here is B, which is your x squared plus 10x plus 25, and here are some of the reasons that students around the world have given for that answer. I like that one. Very simple. It would be written like x plus 5 times x plus 5, so straight away knowing that double brackets are involved. I also like these far more detailed ones. What about that one? X plus 5 times x plus 5 expands to x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25, which goes to x squared plus 10x plus 25. Beautiful explanation. But of course, we learn far more from wrong answers and wrong explanations than we ever do from right ones. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to click on Advance just to remind me what the relevant percentages were here. So we can see that A and C seem to be causing problems. Let's have a look at A, x squared plus 25. Now you can probably predict where that wrong answer's come from, but we don't need to predict because we can actually read some students' responses. So I'm going to click on A and look at that here. I like this one straight away. You have to times it by itself. So that student has recognised the correct way to do area, base times height, but obviously has made a mistake with the actual multiplying. And here, if we read this student's answer, the mistake is revealed very, very clearly. X times x is x squared, 5 times 5 is 25. Therefore, your answer must be x squared plus 25. A common misconception explained beautifully by the students who've answered that question. What about C, 4x plus 20? What are students doing to get 4x plus 20? Well, let's have a little look. I love this one, 4 brackets x plus 5, because a square has 4 sides and x times 4 is 4x and 4 times 5 is 20. A beautiful explanation, but of course that's a beautiful explanation for the perimeter of the shape. So these students all have a misconception or a mistake when it comes to area and perimeter, but their algebra seems pretty sound. So that's something that we could rectify very simply in the classroom. But what about D? Now D hasn't been said by that many students, but why are the students saying that? Not enough info. And I find this fascinating. If I just go to D, there's one student here who's given a beautiful reason. We need to know the length and width, but we don't know the value of x. Now I get this time and time again with students when they're being introduced to algebra. They're so used to in maths giving numeric answers that they're not happy whenever their answer is actually in terms of x, something that they don't know. And I think this is a misconception that really needs tackling, and it's made very apparent in this question here. So there's something that we can learn, all that just from this question. If you want to test your students further on algebra, then if you go to the quizzes section, there's loads of quizzes involved that use algebra. So if I just click on maths for a second, it'll just take a second to load because there's absolutely loads of maths quizzes been put on there recently. And if I go to algebra, there's loads of nice ones here, and you can assign any one of these to your students. If you haven't registered your students yet on the site and you want to assign them a quiz so that you can get all their answers back and their explanations and figure out their misconceptions, then there are loads of videos on how to do that. And if you just click on the link below the YouTube page, you'll see it, where where you'll also be able to access the question that we talked about in this video. And I'll be back with a fresh question of the week next week. Take care and bye for now.